one thing that I did want to talk about was our friend Randall. He's probably listening to this.
What's up, Randall?
What's up, Randall? And he posted a couple of things that are pretty interesting, but one thing that he posted today, he said, numbers just came out. There's over 3.2 million unemployment claims since this all started, the most in history.
That is
crazy.
People that had jobs, not people that are self-employed
or gig workers
like you and I, or everyone else. If you're on a 1099, basically, then you can't apply for unemployment. And also, if you are a person that's like a server who makes like $2 an hour, and then all the rest of your money comes in tips, I mean, your unemployment is going to be not a lot. I think it's like 300.
There's actually like a bartender's fund or something I heard about.
Yeah,
it's like
here in Atlanta, yeah. Like all the people from 6 Feet Under.
Here's something that I do kind of want to say that might be controversial though. I'm almost hesitant to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Say it.
This might piss some people off, ruffle some feathers, whatever. The thing about it is, the job that you have or whatever you do for money is, everyone should be fortunate for the fact that they can make money. Everyone should be fortunate for the fact that they can make a living, all that kind of stuff. And yes, I do agree that maybe the minimum wage needs to be increased. Maybe maybe bartenders and stuff like that shouldn't have to rely just on tips. Like, that's crazy that they're only getting paid a couple bucks an hour. And if no one comes into the store, that's not their fault, stuff like that. But as a person, you have to take personal responsibility for what happens in your life, right? It's not your fault what happens to you, but it's your responsibility to make the most of a situation, right? So I think that this is a big wake-up call, because I think a lot of people that are unemployed are realizing that they were only providing value in an economy that was doing well. Like, the only reason why, a bartender can make money is because people are having the luxury to go out and purchase overpriced drinks and pay someone to serve them that drink. And I get that you're paying for an experience of going to a bar and all that kind of stuff, but like, that's a luxury. That's
one of the things we're learning about this whole COVID thing.
It's kind of a correction.
We are learning the difference between essential and non-essential very quickly, and we're learning that like people in any type of medical field, extremely essential. Any type of like truck driver, essential. Any type of cashier, essential. Like, people. There's so many. I would argue that we're not essential.
No, we're not essential.
But we're currently in a situation where everyone is online, and we're taking advantage of that. Our job is online. We make money online, so it's like we're lucky that even though we're in the situation that we're in right now, we can still produce content and still make money and still get merch out and still do stuff like that.
And the statement that I was kind of hesitating to make is basically, I think a lot of people are having to take a hard look at themselves and realize that whatever they're doing isn't truly providing that much value, or it's not that it's they're easily replaceable, or or whatever they're doing is easily done by anyone else. You know what I mean?
Well, what is it that, like, I always say and you always say, it's like the way to make money and the way to be valuable is to bring value to the marketplace. And not only bring value to the marketplace, but make yourself irreplaceable. You have to go above and beyond in every way to make yourself completely irreplaceable, even to the point where it's like, most jobs, you die the next week, they've got someone else taking your job. They can throw you in there. But if you have made yourself truly irreplaceable, you die, and then there's like a big struggle to like, gain that footing.
And that's a hard thing to find, guys. Like, I know it's easier said than done. Like, it sounds like very patronizing to just be like, well, just find something that you're really good at. And it's like, that's hard to find the thing that you're really good at. It's also hard to find something that you're passionate about and something that you're talented at and things like that. But the thing is if you are not owed a job, you're actually not owed anything. there are basic human rights. I do agree that we should take care of people. I do agree that we should assist people and help people that are, but at the end of the day, and some people are dealt a way better hand than other people. I'm not going to not acknowledge that. Some people are lucky, all this kind of stuff. But the point I'm trying to get at is I think this is a big wake-up call that people really need to put their future in their own hands instead of having that mindset of what can I go trade my time for. You have the mindset of what value can I bring the world? Because as soon as you have, like we said earlier, influence and what was the other thing?
Influence, impact, income.
Yeah, exactly. Influence and impact. You're going to be able to have the money too, because the bigger of a problem you can solve for people, the more people are willing to pay. And the thing with, Wheels to Walking, the problem we're solving for people is, with wheelchair users, it's a very hard thing to accept your wheelchair, and it's a hard
big
thing
transition
to overcome. And we're providing a lot of value through that. And that's fulfilling for us. Like, that's the coolest thing about this gig, is that we are able to show up for work and work really hard every day, but we're also feeling super fulfilled in what we're doing because we know the impact that we're making.
A lot of positive feedback. And what I think is going to happen, and this is interesting, a lot of people who...
This is what? Interesting?
Interesting, excuse me.
This is injuring.
Yeah, a lot of people who chose to take the safe and secure route and get a job working for someone else and get, benefits, 401k, consistent work schedule, might be regretting that right now because the job they thought was safe is gone. And they thought was safe and secure is gone. They don't have it anymore. And what I think...
It's crazy how fast people were like, literally like, guess I don't have a job now. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Because I guess I didn't think about it in that way. I almost think like, because if a job can't pay you, they got to fire you. Or they've got to lay you off or whatever.
Or you can keep your job, they just can't pay you.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of places are like, they're just like, well, maybe we'll hire you back when all this is done. But like, sorry, we got to like lay you off.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild times.
It's crazy.
And that's where I think freelancing is going to come in strong.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking about just like creative freelancing. I'm talking about any kind of freelancing. Like whatever skill you come out of this isolation with, whatever skill you come out of this quarantine with, you can start charging people to do. So
Totally.
I implore you to go on YouTube and learn some shit. Because, a lot of people that don't take advantage of the situation and don't learn anything are going to be stuck to doing labor jobs. You want to, haul wood, you want to walk a dog, you want to, repave a street, do you want to paint a tennis court? Sure, it's labor money. It's like $10-15 an hour to just do labor. But if you make yourself an expert, or maybe not even expert, just make yourself 80% of the way there, 50% of the way there.
Yeah, because there's a big spread.
Yeah, find a way to get really good at something and then start charging people for it.
And it can turn into something way bigger. I mean, that's what happened with me. I started just dabbling in freelance, doing videos, and now it's turned into basically where Richard is my only client, and it's more than just a client relationship. Like, we're a team, and I think that can happen with all kinds of things. And I talk about this a lot, but it's like the Tarzan method of like, there's no straight path across the jungle. Tarzan has to swing from vine to vine, and those vines are going to take him from one side to the other side and to the other side and to the other side. And maybe there's two vines that he has an opportunity to take. Whichever vine he takes, maybe it's going to take him backwards a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's still going to get to the other side of the jungle. But there's no clear-cut path. And that's the thing that people don't like, is the uncertainty. We're in these uncertain times. Everyone keeps calling it these uncertain times. But if you think about it, every time is uncertain times because everything's temporary. Merge plug. But also, someone's always able to pull something out from under the rug. There's always something that can happen. And, people can scold you and say like, oh, well, you should have saved more. Or, oh, you should have done this more or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think you've got to take those calculated risks because, like you said, kind of choosing that safe route, it's safe in appearance, and it's safe in the way of when you have a conversation with someone, it's very easy to explain what you do for a living and all this kind of thing. And it's maybe what your parents want you to do or what society wants you to do.
I think career shame and job shame is going to go away because it's going to go way the far away. And thank goodness. It'd be like when people are like, oh, I'm an actor, but like on the side, I like walk dogs and like, you know, help my dad answer phone calls or whatever. Ain't nobody gonna flex on that. Be like,
at least you got an income.
Like, oh, what do you do? I'd be like, I got 3 jobs. And it's like, you know, it's like, what do you do? I'd be like, I got 8 clients that regularly every week pay me $50 to walk their dog. And I know a place where I can answer phones and make money. And I also do acting gigs as well. You're welcome. You know, like, I think that's gonna go away too. There's a lot, man. I think I'm excited to see what happens in the job market. I'm excited to see what happens with people's emotions. Like, I'm excited to see what happens with gratitude. Like,
what do you think? Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Keep going.
Okay. So I think a lot of people are going to be forced to face their darkness.
Yeah.
And the longer you put it off, the more it's going to be haunting, so you might as well face it now. Go look at yourself in the mirror, go close your eyes and think about it, go write things down, stomp around, throw stuff, scream, yell, whatever, but like face your demons. Like, you need your darkness, you know, like figure out what's going on with you. And then I think also a lot of people, because they've got so much taken away, they're going to come back with so much gratitude, because I think about in my life, all the things I've had forcibly taken away from me and that I had to fight back to earn it. I had to earn those things back. I've got so much gratitude for them. And I really hope that people come out of this like, but it's going to be hard, man. A lot of people don't have a lot of good coping mechanisms, and a lot of people are going to distract themselves with social media and Netflix and drugs and alcohol and sex and risky behavior. And a lot of people are going to do really dumb shit. And like, I hope not, but like, I also hope that a lot of people like face their darkness and, you know, regain a lot of lost stuff within them. I mean, I talk about this. It's like all the people that say, oh, I don't have time. It's like, no, you do have time. And it's like, get back to that hobby you wanted to do. Like, get back to that passion. Like, start creating again. Like, start working again on all the stuff that you couldn't do before because you didn't have time.
Exactly.
You know? And like all the things you want to learn, you have the time to learn them now. So take that to your advantage so you can come out at least semi. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you'd like to see the full episode, click right here. If you'd like to subscribe, click here. If you'd like more clips, we got 2 more right over here.